Hello everybody, Dixie with my Doma Studio here, and today we are going to talk about how to create a project in your studio. You may or may not already know that you can create a project directly from on your dashboard. So here in the quick actions, it's going to be this create project button here. Click it and the dialog box opens. Or, close that, you can come over to your projects tab and select the add project button. There are two ways to create a project from this particular dialog box. You can either go ahead and fill everything out from scratch, or if you already have some project templates created, you can choose to apply a template. Let's start with creating a project from scratch first though. The first section here is going to be the feature image. You can choose to add a new image from your device or select from the media gallery in your studio. In this case, I want to select add new image. And now I'm going to drag an image that I already have open over here and drop it and click upload. There's my feature image. Next, I'm going to enter the project details. I'm going to name this R24, it's residential, the year is 24, the month and date is 0909, and the initials for the project. Choose my start date. Let's say that we are starting this project tomorrow. And the end date, I anticipate that probably this will be done by the 30th of September next year. I can also include a budget. An environmental budget. I don't have that information at the moment, so I'm going to leave it blank. I can add in an address. You just start typing and it pulls it in from Google, so it's going to populate the most likely responses. If it's not there, just keep typing. Once the address is there, you can go ahead and select it. You can also choose whether you would like to start your project published or unpublished. As a reminder, unpublished means that your clients and any view-only team members cannot see the project. You can add them to it, but they won't be able to see it until you have made that project published. I prefer to leave my projects unpublished until I have things ready for my clients to see them. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and populate in my description. You can type it into the box, or I am going to copy and then paste my information in here. And then you can come back and you can make any adjustments that you need to. So for example, if I want that to be a header 2, I can do that. And you can scroll through and do the entire thing here. I am going to scroll down though. Let's talk about tags. You can add tags to the project right up front. I like to tag the difference between my new builds and my remodels. So in this case, I'm just going to type in new build is already created. I'm going to select it. Now I can choose which project features I want turned on and off. Let's see, I would like appointments, files and media, design boards. I'm going to wait for notes. I'm not ready for that just yet. Proposals and questionnaires. Those are all toggled on now. Next up, I can add files and media folders or embeds. I'm going to create a new folder for the welcome packet. Oops, helps to spell it right. And let's do another one for inspiration images and maybe one more for renderings. Now you can have as many folders as you would like. You can also do embeds if you have those. All right, next up I can select from my contract templates, the existing ones that I already have. So let's say I want to have my full service contract. And if I wanted to add maybe a scope of work, I could go ahead and add that too. I don't have to select just one. I can select as many as I need to. Questionnaires, I want to go ahead and get both of these and this one in. design board templates, I'm going to go with my existing one right there. And tasks, I'm going to go ahead and put all of these right here in, because I like to do that every time I have a new project. Click OK. Scroll down a little bit more. This is where I add my clients and team members. I can select from any clients I have already created, or I can create a new one right here. So if I didn't already have my client in the client management section, I can add the client as part of this process. I'm going to just go ahead and add Amanda. We're going to say she is the client on this project. And team members, I have a few team members I would like to add. And once I've got all of them added, I can review them real quick. And now I can create my project. You can see that the project has populated over here. The final step is to decide where in your project you would like to start. I would like to start here on the Project Overview tab, and now I'm going to click Let's Go, and you can see it brings me here to my project. The location is already populated, all of the individuals, the project description, the contract and the scope of work are here. The questionnaires that I added are already here. The folders that I created are already here. The tasks are here. And my design board from the design board templates. All right, let's come back here now to projects. And we're going to do it a different way. I'm going to click to add project. And this time I'm going to apply a template. Click apply template. This warning does show up. Applying a template will overwrite the existing project contents. So that's to let you know that if you've already started filling out the project information here and then choose to apply a template, it will overwrite anything that you've already added. In this case, I don't have anything in there, so it's not a problem. Select this and let's come down here to full service and apply. You have this little reminder here that the project features and the content are set by that template. So you're not going to be able to turn on or off any features right now, but let's go ahead and go through this. First thing you need to do is add the name. So I'm just going to name it the same thing as the other one. And I can finish filling that out, but today I'm not going to. I can add the start and end date. The description is already coming in directly from that template. The same with the tags, the project features, the files and media, folders and embeds, the templates for my contracts, questionnaires, design boards, tasks. And then if I wanted to add people, I could do that right here. So let's say that this is also for Amanda Johnson. And let's say there's just a few people that I need to add. I add them. Then you'll notice that the Create Project button looks a little bit different now. I have the option to go ahead and click Create Project, which will create the project exactly as shown from that template. Or I can come over here and click on this drop-down arrow and select Create and Modify. If I select Create and Modify, the project is created, but now before I go into the project, I can make any adjustments. So let's say I didn't want to use notes or questionnaires or appointments. I can turn those off. I can add any tags. I can add additional files and media as I go. I can remove any of the contracts that I don't want on there. So let's say I don't need that one, that one, that one, that one. I can add or remove any custom product templates. The same thing with my questionnaires, design boards, and tasks. So I have the option to update things as I go. So let's say I wanted to add all of those. Okay. Perfect. Now I'm going to save the changes, and it's going to ask me again where I would like to start. Let's say the task manager. And you can see here I have all of those tasks, the ones that I added as well as the ones that were existing, and my project is all set up and ready to go. All right, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, happy designing!